Hello again everyone. The van's all packed up with airbrushing stuff and the new gazebo. Tomorrow we're off for 2 weeks in Lymington. Oh, we're on our way. We're off to the first campsite we're going to, which is just outside Oxford. The campsite at Lymington couldn't accommodate us until Sunday night, so we're breaking the journey with a short stay just outside Oxford at a place called Lower Farm. It's a camping and caravanning club CS. Oh well, there's been some sort of accident, I think. We've seen the air ambulance come down. We're in Milton Keynes and we're stuck in a very long queue for a diversion, I think, so looks like we'll be delayed for a while, but hope the person is okay. Oh, we've stopped at the Bottle and Glass for some lunch. We're not far outside Aylesbury, not sure exactly where we are. Ah, that's very nice. Right, let's get back on the road. We've arrived at the site and I've started to wind out the awning, and Mr. Spidley's come out of it as well, look. Anyhow, there we are, all set up at the Lower Farm Camping and Caravanning Club site CS. I'm going to make myself a cup of tea and then I'll show you around. Well, we seem to be on the helicopter flight path. Well, it's a nice big field and there's plenty of space for the vans that are on here. You could have quite a game of football or something in the middle as well if you were so inclined. Actually, I'm not sure if these places allow ball games. There's no sign up, so I'm sure you'd probably be okay as long as you're careful. There's also a little meadow here with a couple of these shepherd hut type things that you can stay in as well. Lots of wildflowers in the hedge. Facilities block over there near the entrance. Outdoor washing up sinks. Drinking water, of course. Nice shower facility. And bogs, of course. And your toilet waste point. There's some bins, recycling and general waste. I got myself another brew, but a little bit of rain started pattering down on the awning now. Right, well, I'm off for a bit of a bike ride. Nikki's not coming, she's staying in the van to do some studying for her course that's coming up. Yeah, at least it stopped raining. Actually looks like it might be quite a nice evening. Ooh, a bit wobbly on this road. Right, I'm going to head down that way, I think. Ah, this is better. A bit of a quieter road. Now the old combine harvesters are out. I think they're trying to get it all in before we get any more rain. Next week is forecast, I think, to be a little bit wetter, so these chaps got to crack on, I think. I've come to the village of Toot Bolden. Excellent. There's the Mole Inn. Looks quite nice. Seems a bit unfair to go in without Nikki though, doesn't it? This is a bit of a dead end down here, I think. Yeah, it just sort of runs out into a bit of a dead end. Nice view though. Let's turn around and head back towards the pub. Oh, right past the pub is this nice little tree-lined track, which I think might go down to the church. It's definitely marked as a bridleway, so I think I'm okay to ride my bike down it. Now, of course, I've just missed it with the camera, but I just disturbed a woodpecker and chased him down the road a little way. Not deliberately, of course, he just happened to be flying in front of me. And there we go, there's the little church. I've parked my bike. Let's go and have a bit of a look round. This little porch thing's pretty nice. Probably not that old though, these things never are. Probably Victorian, I guess. I'll tell you what, there's a nice view from this graveyard, nice elevated position. Let's go over to that bench and see what it's like. Not a bad place to sit for a while and look at the beautiful view. And quite unusual, I think, for church grounds to be bordered by a ha-ha. So if you don't know what a ha-ha is, it is this kind of sort of buried wall that creates a barrier to stop livestock normally getting up into the grounds, but doesn't obstruct your view from the grounds. I guess this one probably used to be deeper, wouldn't stop much getting up there, would it? You can see it sort of extends round into the garden of the house next to the church. Now the church is open, we can come in for a look round. A bit dark in here though. There's a nice stained glass window at the end of the chancel there. Look at that. Very nice. Now I'm no expert on these things, but I know obviously a lot of churches lost their stained glass windows back around the time of the Civil War. A lot were replaced, I think, by the Victorians. I don't think this is a medieval one. Hard to tell, as I say. I'm no expert at all. Very nice though. Another one there. Nice little one there too, look. St. Stephen. What was he famous for? I have no idea. Looks like he's got some rocks. Well, I've looked it up. St. Stephen was apparently the first martyr of Christianity. He was a deacon in the early church in Jerusalem. It seems he upset some people and was put on trial for blasphemy. He gave a long speech which upset them even more, so he was stoned to death, hence the stones in the picture, I guess. The feather is a palm frond, which symbolises the victory of spirit over flesh. So there you go. That's the view looking backwards away from the altar. Not particularly religious, but I do find these old churches very interesting and quite impressive. Now it looks like this place has some ties with the parachute regiment. We've got this memorial here to 41 servicemen who lost their lives in the air disaster at Little Baldwin, 6th of July 1965. Now I don't recall what that was. So I've looked this up as well. It was a Handley Page Hastings C-1A transport plane from 36 Squadron RAF that crashed into a field nearby, killing all 41 people on board. The crash was found to be caused by failure of 2 bolts in the elevators due to metal fatigue. Oh, well, that was a pleasant little diversion. Now I think I'll ride back to the van, get something to eat. And by the look of it, if I carry on down here, should be able to meet up with the road again and go round in a bit of a loop. A kissing gate. That makes things a little tricky with the bike. It's a bit heavy to lift over. I could do it, but I think it's easier just to go back the way I come. Oh, we've had a bit of a evening meal, nothing too fancy. I had some homemade burgers. Nikki had some mackerel and salad. We just had a bit of a stroll around the site before we turn in, I think. Time for a last brew before bed though, I think. And maybe some pancakes. Well, that's all for now. If you enjoyed it, press like. Subscribe if you want to see some more. And ring the bell to be notified when we upload something new.